Welcome back to our toolbox project. We have currently, move this stuff out of the way, we have a front, back, we have sides, and we'll need to create a bottom from here. We have to really think about how we're going to join this together before we create maybe the bottom and the other handle. So let's start the assembly process. Right now, in our assembly process, we have nothing in here. What we are going to need to do is bring in, through inserting, various parts. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in a side piece, and I'll hit this check mark. Then I can bring in a front back piece, and we have to decide how it is we're going to fasten this stuff together. So the best way to do this is going to be through the Fastened mate constraint. So it removes all degrees of freedom between two parts. We hover over the part to display the available mate connectors. Select a mate connector for each part. Use the shift key to maintain visibility of the current part's mate connectors. So I'm going to select that item, and what I'm going to do is try to select an individual feature on a part to connect it to another. In this case, I'm going to connect this edge, and I want to connect it to, let's say, a singular edge. I'm rotating my screen. I don't want to select that entire surface. Right now, you see how that entire surface is selected? I want to get to a viewpoint where I'm only going to select that corner edge. And I do that. I've got two of them in here, and let's just check. So now they're mated together, and what I probably needed to do before I pressed OK, I needed to rotate some of those features. So I'm going to do that now. If I go here and I edit this, I can reorient the secondary axis, or I can flip the primary axis. So what I'm going to do now is mess around with these toggles, and you can see that I'm rotating my primary axis and editing some different things here. So this looks appropriate. That's really what I'm looking for. So I'm going to accept that. And now these two things are going to be fastened. There's no real movement to them. My first part that I bring in, I am going to right click on it and find the fix constraint. I don't want that part to move. So now this piece won't move within my view cube. All right, next up, I need to bring in probably another side piece. Insert, front back, place it, but with a left click, or do that. And now I need, once again, find that mate, the fasten mate constraint. I'm going to select a singular edge here. If I can't seem to select a singular edge, just rotate your screen a little bit. There it is. I'm selecting the center of it as well. And I need to find an edge, again, to select, rotating a little bit. There's a singular edge. Let's see how it fastened. That's certainly not right. This one is the finished one. So let's see what I can do here. If I rotate, flip primary axis, it looks like I'm good to go. And there's that. So now I have two constraints, and these parts are not moving at all. That's a good thing. Finally, I need to put in one more piece over here. Add in another side. Green check mark. Once again, as you're building this on your own, if you need to stop the video, go back, pause, do what you have to do, please. Fasten mate constraint. View just this singular edge. Rotate around. That singular edge should be fastened to, I believe right here would work. Didn't take. Let's see if it takes this time. It does. Let me rotate my primary axis. That doesn't seem to be it. Let's do this to my secondary axis. There we are. That looks good. Accept that. And now I have a portion of my assembly completely done. My next video, I will be creating my last two parts and assembling them.